what's going on? Welcome back or welcome to my channel, Find Feminine Awareness. It's been a long time, guys. So for those who have been with me from the very beginning, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me through this journey. I had to take a long, much needed break. Okay, it's been a year since I posted. I've been busy doing work with one-on-one clients, but I have not been posting content on social media because I needed to take the time to go inward, to heal some things, to focus on my family and focus on my business that is currently expanding at a very rapid, fast pace. And I'm so honored and so blessed for that. So I really want you guys to tap into the energy of today's reading. I have something very special for you, okay? This topic today is going to be about what your soul is trying to tell you, what your soul is wanting to teach you, what you need to learn at this time. Also, some fears, some challenges, and anything going into the unknown. We're going to tap into a lot today. Trust and believe whatever is meant to come up and whatever is meant for you, you will receive. Just remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We are going to start off with pile number 1. We have the beautiful clear quartz geode right here. We have pile number 2 with the smoky quartz. And we have pile number 3 with the Yopperlite. I believe I said that right. This actually glows in the black light. Isn't it beautiful? So at this time, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take in 3 deep breaths. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth at your own pace. Breathing in unconditional love and light. Out all that does not serve your highest and greatest good. At this time, with our intention, we connect to life force energy and we connect to our heart space. Calling on my higher self, aka your soul, guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters, star and light beings of the highest vibrational frequencies of unconditional love and light only, to give us clear, accurate messages, always for your highest and greatest good. We thank them in advance, and so it is. Now, if you need more time to pick your pile, feel free to pause it. Remember, it's what comes to mind at the very beginning. It's quick, short, sweet, simple, okay? Don't doubt yourself. Let your intuition lead you to the right pile and know that you cannot choose wrong. Okay, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So I actually pre-pulled just a few cards for you. I don't really know why. I just followed my intuition with this one. All right, you picked the clear quartz geode. I'll set this to the side. All right, so we have smoky quartz, celestial, number 28. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It did come out in reverse just now, but when I first pulled the cards, this was upright. So I'm taking it how I pulled it originally, okay? That was a mistake. They're supposed to all be the way they were in the beginning. Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. And healer. Okay, so Archangel Michael will show up for the healer always. Okay, he's a very well-known archangel. He's one of the more popular archangels. being that I do spiritual work, I do work with spiritual beings, not limited to, but my favorite are the archangels. So I definitely added them into this reading because they just give profound, beautiful messages. Okay. And I also just got the word wounded healer. Okay. I want to remind you that in life, if you come to earth with the imprint of the healer, it means that actually you have so much heartache to heal in this lifetime. The path of the healer is difficult, but it's very rewarding once you get through the stuff that you're meant to get through. So it's like the first half of our lives, give or take, obviously every situation is different, okay, is going to be very difficult. The first half of your life, especially childhood, absolutely adolescence, and then also when we get into young adulthood, very difficult. We are transmuting, we are integrating, we are experiencing things that are pretty low vibrational, toxic, because we are meant to transmute and integrate it so that we can lead by example and help others from the pain, the loss, the suffering that we experienced in the past, because we can relate to people. And I say we, obviously, because I'm a healer, but you don't have to do the healing work like I'm doing, okay? It can be that you are in the healing field, okay? But you don't have to be. Your energy alone just holds that energetic imprint of healer. So you may notice that people come to you, they tell you all the business, or they might just like emotionally dump on you, okay? Because your soul is equipped to do so. And that's a message from your soul at this time, is like, hey, this journey that your soul chose is not easy. It's challenging, but you're well equipped to deal with whatever is thrown at you. It's not happening to you. It's all been happening for you. All the yucky stuff, because I can tell your life has been hard, okay? You struggled with maybe moving a lot, some poverty, financial issues on and off. Um, whew, it's but you've overcome, okay, because whatever has not killed you made you stronger. That is the path of the healer. We are wounded warriors, but we come out of it on the other side. We never give up, okay? We keep pushing. No matter what happens to us in life, we keep loving, we keep teaching, we keep giving, we keep showing up each time a better, stronger version of ourselves. So this is a very empowering message, a very deep, beautiful message from your soul that's saying, I see your pain. I know you're suffering, but you chose this because you are more than capable and more than able. And a beautiful message now is that they're saying that the worst is behind you. You've already experienced the worst of it. I would like to say, however, this is a general reading. That's for most of my readers who picked pile number one, my viewers who picked pile number one. But they did tell me that if you happen to be younger and you're watching pile number one, say for instance, if you're like in your 20s, the worst is not over. So I'm sorry. I'm just a messenger, okay? But again, nothing that you cannot handle and get through. You will get through it, okay? You are tough. Sorry for the helicopter in the back. All right, so let's go ahead and get more information. Actually, I'm going to read this out of the book as the author intended for the Smoky Quartz. There will be a message in here for you. However, the entire page may not resonate. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? It's transmutational magic. Listen, that's what the healer does. Transmutes, okay? I was just saying that. You transmute energy for others. You transmute the energy, the low vibrational frequencies that other people cannot. It's like they can't handle it. So they come to you and they engage with you and they go off feeling better, and you might end up feeling heavier. I'm going to get into, if you don't already know, because some of you already know what to do. It's just grounding your energy, going out into nature. Water and earth are going to be your two best friends. Those are elements that you need to inquire into your daily life, daily practice, spiritual practice, if you are not already, okay? I'm sure more on that will come up as we go. I'm getting all over the place because listen, their messages are coming in hot, okay? Hot. There's so many of them. They're coming in fast. They're coming in hot. It's like they were waiting to tell you this, because I feel like some of you actually have been neglecting your spiritual practice. You've been neglecting yourselves. You haven't been allowing yourself to release the energy that's built up in your aura field and your chakras, okay? There's a lot of stuck, stagnant energy there. And that can also cause a lot of confusion. It can cause you to be lethargic and cause you to not have good sleep. So remember, you being a healer, you are also a sensitive and also an empath. You absorb a lot of energy. So it is hard for you to tell where yours begins and someone else begins and ends and vice versa. Okay. So it says a stone for karmic healing, smoky quartz. Celestial opens up into different dimensions and brings powerful transmutation. You have a powerful survival instinct and the ability to go where others dare not. I told you, the healer, okay? The wounded healer first, and then comes in the healer, all right? So later on in life, you will serve and act as more of a healer. All right, it says transmute the past because you're still holding on to some past stuff, okay? There's still some of that stagnant energy in your energy field. Realize that darkness is not evil. Facing your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. You know that death is only a transformation into another state of being. Take responsibility for your life. Do not let others take control. Be patient. Much stirs beneath a calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip into the underworld. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. Toxic emotions turn to positive regard. Ground your efforts in the everyday, but retain contact with higher realms. So yeah, this is another specific message for somebody that spiritual practice or even working with a specific spiritual being, whether it be God, Yeshua, angels, doesn't matter. Your choice. There's no wrong or right. They want you to reach out to them and connect with them more, okay? So that communication is there because they can help you. Healers need that, okay? That's why Archangel Michael showed up, because he really assists all people, but he really helps healers because healers need that extra help. They need that extra assistance from the spirit guides and such, okay? All right, so it says, success comes through dedication and trust in your abilities. Mentors are available. Release yourself from old enchantments. So, this is a message about healers needing to be healed and also healers connecting, communicating, and reaching out to other healers. We need each other, okay? We're not meant to heal alone. We're all meant to help each other in some way, shape, or form. And this says no part of you is evil or bad. Embracing your shadow leads you to healing hidden in the darkest reaches of yourself. Total transmutation. Okay, well, that's beautiful. Healers need healing. Healers need other healers. Okay, you are not meant to do this mission, this journey, walk this path on your own. So reaching out, okay, to other people who, regardless of whether that's therapy or just a friend, but having somebody that you can turn to, that you can call on, that gives you what you give other people. Okay, making sure that you have that. And if you do, great, keep doing it. And if not, then you need get on that. Okay. It's really important for stability and balance in your life. And so you don't get overwhelmed. And so you can have some sort of release. All right. Number one. There's that insomnia I was talking about. Yeah. If you have not done some sort of spiritual grounding, cleansing, clearing, balancing, harmonizing, energetic cleansing, clearing, balancing, harmonizing, it's time to get that on and pop in. The elements of earth and water are your best friend. Use them to your advantage. They are free. Also, any kind of Kundalini yoga where you're moving the body. Moving the body is essential. Working out, going to the gym, of course, going on walks, that's great. Also, breath work, okay? Those things will assist you because you hold on to a lot. So that means that you must release it, okay? It can definitely cause insomnia, and also you worry too much. Pile number one. You know, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. And I feel like you worry a lot about money, finances. It could come in fairly quickly and also go out fairly quickly. They're saying don't worry about that, that your needs will always be met. Ace of Cups is saying that you're currently in a situation that's emotionally unfulfilling. Okay, strong message for some of my pile number ones. Pay attention to the cycles of the moon. You're very connected to the moon. Your gifts are much more powerful around new and full moons, so make sure that you are paying attention to those moon cycles. Nine of Wands is feeling defeated by your past. And that just goes back to kind of what I already said about the stagnant energy still being in the mental body, the spiritual body, the physical body, and the emotional body. Emotional, physical, spiritual, mental. It can be in all of the above or just a couple of those or just one. All right. So put that where it fits. That's the importance of them telling me that you need to have that cleansing and that release. You can always go to an energy healer or you can do the work yourself. Honestly, you really, truly can. Oh, and that's another thing. Any of you that are dealing with someone in the spiritual community, if they are not showing you or helping you or trying to get you to the point where you are able to help yourself, that is a sign that it's probably not the best thing for you at this time. We all need help, okay? There's nothing wrong with going to a spiritual advisor. I am one. But at the same time, you want to make sure that it's not out of a neediness, because it's like your guides are saying that whatever information that you seek, whatever it is that you want to know at this time in your evolution, you actually are able to access that information yourself. So they want you to dive into that, whether it be tarot cards, oracle cards, just sitting in meditation. Sometimes you guys will get stuff in your dreams. That could be another reason for the insomnia, because some of your guides might be trying to get messages to you through your dreams. And I would definitely keep a keen eye out for signs, synchronicities, messages, because they're showing you guys something in threes here. They're showing you guys something in threes. All right. So pay attention to what you're seeing repeatedly. And that could be anything, because it's a general reading. And yes, it's like, goes back to the wounded healer, the wounded warrior, right? We are at a point in our journey where we're no longer feeling the need to fight. So it's kind of like now we surrender, but that doesn't mean that we're not still, I want to use the word suffering, but I also affected is a good word, I guess, suffering and affected by our past, okay? Because we kind of bring that with us. It's like the memories here, the memories of your past. You're being haunted by certain memories from your past. You are being haunted by certain memories from your past. So pay attention to that, okay? It's like those are coming up because they want to be given your full attention. That means if something like that is coming up for you, it means that you haven't fully healed it and that you have not fully allowed yourself to feel it, embody it, embrace it, acknowledge, accept it, okay? Bring it to the forefront of your conscious awareness. Look at it, say, I see you, I love you, and I thank you, and I forgive you, and release it with love into the light. That is transmutation. That is integrating, okay? It's easy for you to do it for others, but you struggle doing it for yourself, okay? It's easy for you to do it for others, but you struggle doing it for yourself. And I do feel like you think it's much harder than it actually is, but I promise you it's not. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of like, society will teach us and we're taught that, it has to be this very difficult, long drawn out process. Not saying that that's not true. Okay. For some it is, but there are shortcuts. Okay. And there are ways to like really amp up that momentum, so you're not like sitting in the suffering of it, because there's no way that we can escape suffering here on earth. We chose to experience it. We live on a planet, has duality and polarity, so suffering is a part of the journey. We come here, we forget who we are, we experience what we are not to remember what we are, okay? That's what your soul wants you to know, that this is what you're learning, this is what you're going through, this is your challenge, okay? It's of remembrance, right? But also forgiving and forgetting, right? It's like you can't take that crap with you. You cannot take it with you, and some of you have. And that's okay. So it's like you just set the intention to send out forgiving energy and gratitude to all people, places, situations. If it's uncomfortable for you to revisit certain situations, you can simply do that. But if something is continuously coming up, because they showed me there's something that continuously is coming up for you, all right, you just set the intention of putting out that forgiveness and sending out unconditional love and light, because that will start the process of the healing for you, okay? You're holding on to something here that needs to be let go. And I want you to know that anything that we push down, and sometimes we're not consciously aware of what that is, but you will find out in due time because it will keep coming back up. That's it, okay? That is it. Your emotions are the key, okay? They are the key to showing you what needs to be healed within you. It's your emotions. We don't resist. We allow, acknowledge, accept, all right? We sit with it. We transmute. We integrate it. We send it love. We thank it. It really is that simple. And when you do that outside of nature, and when you do that in bodies of water, whoo, honey, okay, almost instantaneous healing. Okay, that now that doesn't mean that your healing journey is over. No, because once we heal one thing, something else comes in, and that's all a part of it. But still, it really, really, really assists. Short, sweet, simple. Boom. Okay, and that's what I have found out through my healing journey, doing those things. It's key. Okay, it's key, and they don't teach us stuff like that. They don't teach us stuff like that, okay? You could be a therapist, you could be a psychologist, and they don't teach you stuff like that. So if you didn't know, now you know. Use it. Use it. Use it. Oh, I had to find my cards. Found them. All right, pile number 1. I'm not taking that because that was messy. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. I don't want to make these too long. There we go. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you have abundance coming in. This year is going to be kind of like just a purge and a release of all the leftover crap that's kind of been stuck and stagnant. And you're going to be releasing it. Some of you be careful because you're very fertile, whether it's male or female. You know, there could be a possibility of new life here. Either that or it's a new version of you. Okay, this is new you, 9 of Pentacles. Abundance coming in, okay? Fertility, creativity, passion, just beautiful, divine, feminine energy, regardless if you're male or female, doesn't matter. That is nurturing, it's giving, it's healing. It's going, trusting in the universe and God and the ebb and flow of things, okay? Knowing that we're all going through cycles and phases and that you're in the cycle of healing. So some of you, yeah, you were fearing the unknown of like the finances because I feel like some of you have career changes coming, or you may not even know. You might be doing a switch in a career and your guides are saying, don't worry about that. Everything's going to fall into place for you. Just no unnecessary spending right now. Get what you need, not what you want. Yeah, your message that your soul wants you to know, lessons that you're learning, is you're going from wounded healer to master creator of your life. Do you hear me? This is beautiful. I'm taking that. All right, so listen, this says no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. This is going back to whatever is not emotionally fulfilling in your life. It feels a lot like a relationship or a connection, okay? There is a relationship, a person. It is a person, okay? I feel like it's not emotionally fulfilling. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Because obviously, if you're somebody watching this and you don't have anyone toxic in your life, this is not for you. This is not a message for you. This is talking about somebody who's dealing with somebody from their past, and it's been a while and nothing has changed, and your guides, your intuition, your own soul, higher self, inner self has been telling you, your heart and your head been telling you, but for some reason you keep dealing with this person. It's time to let them go. Okay, I'm saying that with love. Like, it's like your guides are saying, like, really be gentle with yourself about this decision, because this is a lot. It is this has been in your energy for quite a while, and I can tell you that I don't see it getting better. It's like, it feels like energy vampire. It's just like I said, it feels like trauma bond. It feels toxic, and it's definitely time to let it go. Set up those boundaries. You just gave me the word boundaries, okay? Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So yeah, some of you who some of you could be religious, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean that, but I do feel like some of you have you follow Jesus, Yeshua. For some of you that do that, this is for you, okay? This is a divine feminine healing within you, okay? That's why this card is showing up, okay? Grandmother of Jesus. This is also Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary energy, Isis. It's just divine feminine. Sekhmet, okay? Divine feminine energy healing within you. Lots of healing in the sacral chakra. Any kind of moon magic rituals that you want to do at this time would be very beneficial as well, okay? Because as a healer, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, you're going to want to utilize divine feminine energy. All right. So, yeah, pile number one, those are your messages. I'm sending you lots of love and light, all the healing energy and more. Until next time. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You picked the smoky quartz. Let's see what your cards have to say about what your soul wants you to know, what you are going through, your challenges, the lessons that you're learning, any fears, stepping into the unknown, all that good stuff. So I pre-pulled some cards just to kind of get an idea of your energy and what's going on around you, within you. We're going to start off with the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck. I'm going to read it out of the book as the author intended. Sometimes the entire page will resonate, sometimes just bits and pieces. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. More than one person is watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, you will find my information in the description box below, okay? We have number 49, Graphic Smoky Quartz. Number 49, Graphic Smoky Quartz. Judgment. Two of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Could be sitting on some sort of idea. They just gave me multiple streams of income. New moon. Okay. So something new is trying to come into your life. A very specific message about judgment here is kind of saying that you need to watch what it is that you say and think when it comes to how you perceive others. So this is either you could be kind of harsh on how you judge others, or someone's being harsh with you. Okay. We'll definitely dive more into that. It could be both. That could resonate for some of you. Both those messages could, or one or the other. Okay. Let's start with this. The stabilizer. Okay. So I feel like you're judging yourself as well. All right. This could be you being very harsh on yourself, also very harsh on others. And I feel like it may stem from childhood, okay, or adolescence. And it's coming up now, it wants to be looked at, it wants to be brought to your conscious awareness, because this way of being, thinking, doing is not serving your highest and greatest good, okay? Whether it be just to yourself or others or both, all right? It says that graphic smoky quartz. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. There are different kinds of smoky quartz. That's so crazy. Okay, so you might need to work with smoky quartz, okay? Definitely a synchronicity. That's beautiful. All right, it says this supports all the structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in the physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your dis-ease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed, and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in search of healing. There you will find the underlying causes of disease and outdated soul imperatives that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. Okay, I'm starting to understand your pile a little bit more. You're really asking, excuse me, your soul is really wanting you to take a journey inward, and all the things that you don't like about yourself and all the things that you don't like about others, you got to sit with that. And instead of feeling the need to look at it as a bad thing, look at it as a teacher. Okay, it's trying to teach you and show you something. It's trying to lead you to exactly what needs to be healed within. This judgment here, it's extreme. Okay, it's heavy. It's completely the opposite of unconditional love, right? And that's what you want to embody more. That's what you want to embed into your consciousness, is to have unconditional love for yourself first and foremost, and also others. Because if we hold on to any of these harsh judgments, it starts to become a pattern, and it gets stronger and stronger over time, because that's something that we're feeding. This is a message about your soul wants you to integrate your shadow. It's basically what's going on. It's like any kind of shadow work would be very beneficial for you at this time. New moons and full moons are really going to shed light on those shadow sides of yourself. Okay, this is a challenge that you're going through. This is something that I feel that you fear. It's like there's resistance. You don't want to do that, because somewhere along the line you were programmed or conditioned to believe that we don't love those parts of ourselves. And matter of fact, we pretend like they don't exist, right? We don't even acknowledge them. They are not good. So we must get rid of them. But that only, it just pushes it down. It doesn't go anywhere except for in the body. It will either go into the mental body, the physical body, or the emotional body. Okay, it can go into the spiritual body. That's kind of less likely if it gets stuck in the aura. I'm not feeling that for you. Okay, it's for sure in your physical body, emotional body, and your mental body. That's where that is. It will stay there, and it will just over time just take more energy, and at a later date it will come up and be way more intense. So it's like we're talking about anger, talking about resentment, bitterness, coming from a place of lack, like trying to compare ourselves to others where they are on their journey, especially when it comes to because you're sitting on a business idea or some sort of idea that is going to make you money, or can, but you're meant to do it with other people. Okay, so and it's like that is there for you, but they're like, you have to go back and revisit the way that you want to go about doing this. Because someone shares your vision, but there's two different ways that this could manifest. It's kind of like this: you have a way that you want to go about this, and somebody else has a different way they want to go about it. I feel like they're more of a mentor. They have the wisdom, they have the knowledge, they have the education, and they can see your vision. Okay, and they want to take this journey with you. But I think that they're trying to show you that your way might not be the best way. To better explain this, maybe you're really business savvy, right? And you're really good with marketing and networking and like ads, but your intentions, and there's something misleading in here. Okay, there's something misleading in the way that you want to go about certain things. Like your guides are saying, like, integrity is everything, and you want to make sure that what you're trying to do is honest and truthful, because the way the energy is working here and now, if you notice, time is moving up. Excuse me, time is speeding up. Days are going by like this. Energy is amping up all over. People are experiencing karma at a much faster pace, and what you give, you get. So, and like, it's really important that you are doing things the right way for the right reasons, and in the way that you say you're going to do it. Integrity, honesty, because if there is any sort of misleading or deception, you're not going to receive that blessing. It's not going to work out in your favor. And that's a very specific message for somebody, okay? So remember, judgment is here. So, because, we judge ourselves, we judge others, but guess what? Your soul will judge you based upon what you do and don't do, what you have learned and what you haven't learned. And that's kind of what you will manifest, right? That's kind of what will come, right, into your life. So, very specific message for somebody. Let's go ahead and dive deeper. Pile number 2, pile number, oh, I'm not taking that. Pile number 2. Also, at this time, there's a person coming in and out of your life, or someone that from your past, and you guys have had a break. I would really sit with that before you make a decision. Especially if this was some sort of toxic connection. If you're thinking of revisiting it and thinking it's going to be different, I'm getting a no. Very specific message for somebody. Because I feel like you have changed, but they have not. Oh, honey, pile number 2. Listen, you are stubborn as can be. Your soul is like, oh, hard-headed, stubborn. I say this with love, free judgment, okay? I feel like you're just very stuck in your ways, okay? And your guides, your higher self, your soul, they're asking you to be more open-minded and also to trust other people a little bit more, okay? There is a big wall up here, like, no, it's my way or the highway, or I can get it done better if I do it myself. That way of thinking is outdated for you, okay? It will only get you but so far, my love. That is a challenge of yours that you're facing right now, and we're all stubborn. Like, I'm very stubborn, okay? So it's like, hey, it is what it is. It's that not trusting people, because it goes back to, like I said, adolescence and childhood. You may notice that in the past, like, you used to argue and fight with people a lot, right? Not so much anymore, but more in the past. Okay, you definitely come a long way. The devil in reverse is saying that a toxic way of being, thinking, doing. This could even be an addiction or some sort of toxic behavior, negative thought forms, arguing with other people, just being unwilling to change, thinking that you're never wrong, something along the lines of that. Or you dealing with somebody that's in that energy that's very close to you. Or dealing with people that are just not serving your highest and greatest good, being in situations that you know that you don't got no business being in, doing things you know that you don't have no business doing. It's like you're looking at that, okay? You've overcome a lot, okay? It's in reverse, but just telling you you've done some work. You're not that person anymore, okay? So kudos to you. Your soul sees the work, but is saying, hey, there's still work here that needs to be done because of all that you've been through. There's the resentment. That's the word I want to use. There's resentment, okay, that you're working through. Fear of people judging you because you judge so harshly is really what I want to say. And it feels harsh for me saying that, right? Because I feel like I'm judging you as I'm saying it, but I'm not. I'm just tapping into your energy. I promise I'm not judging you. The world, I love to see this though, because things are changing for you, okay? You are starting to see. You are awakening, okay? You are coming in to your true essence. The old you's fallen away. The new true version of you is emerging. So we got these layers, okay? You could even be seeing snakes, all right? You could be seeing snakes. That is a symbolic symbol coming up in your life. It's just representing, yes, it could be there's snakes around you, or it could be saying that you're the snake that's shedding the old skin, okay? Evolving, growing, expanding. A new way, a new chapter, a new way of being, thinking, doing is coming in for you, okay? There's just this stuff right here we need to allow, acknowledge, accept. It just feels like it could be third eye activation as well, or an up level of your eye that was already open, now expanding and having another awakening. It's kind of all connected. Could even be like fighting with yourself. This feels kind of heavy compared to my pile one. Shadow work for sure. You're facing a shadow. Your soul wants you to face the deepest, darkest parts of yourself, integrate them with your love. And for also forgiving other people. It's like this, like you feel feisty, okay? There's fire here. There's earth and fire here. Earth and fire energy. That's some pretty feisty energy. It's like now you don't want to get rid of that because it serves a purpose. Like, you know, and it also feels like there's some ego here. We don't get rid of the ego, okay? We don't. That's not what we're supposed to do with ego. The ego serves a very sacred purpose, okay? Just recognizing, you know, what might be stemming from the ego. That's another message for you. It's like I want to dive deeper into your message, but I don't. They're saying that this message is just so deep in itself that there's really not too much more here. A very narrow way of like. The Hierophant also is talking about your spiritual and religious views in reverse, okay, need to be revisited. They're saying it's more than just one way here, more than just one way of accessing God, your soul, spirit. It's like when it's upright, it's telling me that you kind of access that, but in reverse is saying that we have a limit here that you have put upon yourself. You put a limit upon yourself when it comes to those beliefs. So we're pushing through false belief systems, dogma, you know, repetition of what others are telling us, listening to other people instead of going inward along the lines of that. And this is causing internal, a battle internally. Okay. It has caused and is causing an internal battle. It's like, I don't know what to believe. I'm fighting against my, you know, what I'm being told, what I'm learning versus what I feel. And that's where this conflict is coming from. And it's like, hey, whoa, why are you limiting yourself? Why does it have to be just this way or that way? Who said that that was wrong and this was right? What if they're all right, just different paths to get you where you need to go? We cannot all be expected to have the same beliefs spiritually and religiously, whether that be you embody both religion and spirituality, or just spirituality, or just religion, or neither. Who is to say any of those are wrong? What if they were all right? That connection that you have with Source, with God, the Creator, is yours and yours alone. Who is to say it's wrong or right? That's a really big, and I'm getting the chills. Oh my gosh, I don't really know if you could see them, but I got the chills all over, especially on my legs. Whew. Okay, so it's like really, you really need to look at that. Like there's brainwashing here as well, and it's causing internal conflict. And it's like your soul is like, hey, well, I'm telling you this. Why are you listening to this? Like you gotta listen to me instead of, you know, them, kind of thing. All right. That's what they wanted me to spew out. I was like, there's something else I'm sitting here on and I don't know what it is. And I was like, guys, please help me. And that's what it was for sure. Okay. Whoa. Oh, this came out in pile number 1. You could have been choosing between pile number 1 and this pile. Something that you currently said no to was the right thing to do. You said no to something and you're being rewarded for it. Okay. Because in the other pile, it was upright, which means that they need to say no to something. You have already said no to something, and it was the right choice. You listened to your inner guidance. You did not listen to anything else. Okay? You listened to your inner guidance, and your guides are like, more this, more this, more this, more listening to me, your higher self, your soul. Okay? Because, yes, that is your direct connection to Source, to God. Okay, that was a lot, but I'll take it. Oh, trust your path If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Oh, persecution, expression. You're holding back a part of you because you have fear that God may even judge you. But it's a part of who you are. It's not hurting yourself or anyone else. And you're afraid that you're going to be judged or condemned for it or prosecuted for expressing the truest version of yourself. And no. Your soul and higher self is like, this is not true. Couldn't be further from the truth. Okay? Come out of the cave. Come out of the cave. If you do everything in love and you have good intentions, you can't go wrong. Okay? There's no way that you can go wrong. That's the closest way to do what it is that your higher self and soul and God wants you to do. Okay? When you do it from that place, trust your path. Trust your path. It's leading you somewhere. But see, look, you went from, it's like this. You went from the waters where things were fruitful. Somewhere along the way, you changed your mind. You were in the desert, and now you're getting back to the gates of heaven within. You're getting closer to the truth. You went astray a little bit, but you're getting closer to it, okay? You're getting closer to it. One card pull for pile number 2. One card pull for pile number 2 to conclude and close. Thank you. Positivity, faith, and optimism. Block out distractions. All right, it says, you open the doorway to positive experiences. I cannot make this up. Listen, you open the doorway to positive experiences. That's this. And remember when I told you, integrity, okay? How you go about doing things, make sure it's not misleading, no deception when it comes to this idea, this new way of making money, this new way of doing thinking. It's like, get rid of those things. Knock those things out, okay? And watch it lead you to the road of success. All right. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. It's more about faith, right? Just faith. Faith will get you here, and that's where you're going. Being positive. Being more positive and optimistic, because remember, the judgment was either you're being too harsh with yourself or too harsh with others. And it says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. This is the people that share your vision. You're sitting on some sort of idea, so it's time to plan and strategize, okay, if that resonates for you. So yeah, pile number 2. I hope that I was able to help you in some way, shape, or form. I'm sending you lots of love and light, all the healing energy and more. Hey, pile number 3, you picked the Yoparite. Super cute. And we're going to go ahead and get right into your pile. I did pre-pick a couple of cards just because I was kind of intuitively guided to do so. We'll start with those. We'll see what comes up for you. So let's do this. First, we have Halite 41. I will be reading this card out of the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle book as the author intended, okay? Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. The same goes for when I read the page out of the book, because sometimes the entire page will resonate and sometimes just bits and pieces. Remember, this is meant for more than just one person. So if you are interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. I make it super easy for you to get up with me, and we can set up a consultation or just book your session, okay? The Chariot, ooh, major arcana, I love it. We have some forward, fast forward moving action, positive movement here. Peace, Archangel Azrael, release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Ooh. Air. So the message I'm getting here is that, first of all, your aura is mad purple, okay? You have a very purple aura, which means that you're very connected to spirit. You could have been born in February. Also, you could have a lot of Pisces in your chart. Your higher heart chakra is being activated. Things are going to be moving very quickly for you for the rest of the year. New, huge, different shift in energy coming for you next year. You're going with the flow. You are getting rid of all the things that don't align with you. You've already been doing the work, actually. You're just, so energy is amping up for you. This is the most positive out of all the readings. I can tell you that. This feels like the most enlightened, my most spiritual deck here. This is telling me that you're here to serve a very sacred purpose mission here on earth. So this is kind of like my light worker starseed pile. If that resonates, great. If not, I just planted the seed, honey. So dive into that when you are ready and trust that you will be guided as you do that. All right. So could be my air signs here, sun, moon, or rising. You could have a lot of air in your chart. A lot of stuff was released for you through this Lion Gate portal, the 8-8 Lion Gate portal, okay? A lot of you have past lives connected to ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, okay? Whew, so many messages getting in. Ancient Lemuria, Atlantis. Lord have mercy. This is insane. This is powerful. I'm getting chills all through my body, and I'm also feeling very I feel like very static and like it's electric charges coming through. I'm also, oof, Lord have mercy. This is so crazy. Also, they're showing me the water. Let's go ahead and read this because I am so interested to what this pile has going on. Honey, this is crazy. Okay. The Master Cleanser. So it says, Halite draws out impurities from your physical, energetic, and soul bodies. It dissolves old patterns, negative thoughts, and toxic emotions, promoting emotional well-being. It stimulates the meridians and grounds the healing properties of other crystals. Oof. So you come in with some really high vibes and also healing energies. Subtle ties and influences may be affecting you more than you recognize. Acknowledge feelings of abandonment or rejection or emotional neediness may underlie dis-ease. It's not stating that there is. It does not say disease in your body. It says okay. Dis-ease. So it says detrimental energies picked up under the influence of drink or drugs could be affecting you, as could someone else's lustful or jealous feelings. Put that where it fits, okay? But being spaced out and ungrounded also leaves you open to invasion by external forces. It's time for a thorough clear out in your life. Declutter your space, including your car. Detox your body and mind, and try a juice fast for vitality. Regular detoxing and purification on all levels ensures well-being, as does being anchored on earth. Purification and spiritual discernment. Also, okay, lots of stuff. You definitely need to ground, because when you come in with such high vibrational frequencies, grounding is essential, and it's something that you need to do almost on a daily basis. I resonate with this pile very much. So, and I actually, I struggle with some of the things that just said. So some of you are battling addictions, okay, with drugs, alcohol. If that's not the case, it's your environment or people around you that are just as toxic. Okay, that's why detoxification is necessary and purification. Okay, and we're talking about the physical body, yes, but also emotional, mental, spiritual body as well, including your aura. It's like daily spiritual hygiene. Okay, you need to inquire some sort of cleansing, clearing, balancing, harmonizing practice into your life, because you are either a light worker, starseed, wanderer, crystal child, indigo child. That does not make you any better than anyone else. No. It just simply means that your soul did not originate on earth. But also, it means that you have something specific you came here to do and accomplish. And there are dark forces working on this planet that can sense, they can tell. Okay, so this is your soul coming through to say, hey, do you remember who and what you are? Do you remember where you came from? Do you remember which star system you originated from? We're calling on you. We're calling to you. We're giving you messages, signs, synchronicities. Remember, wake up, okay? They want you to remember. You're meant to remember so that you can connect to your collective, whether that be Pleiades, whether it be Andromedons, Arcturians, Sirians, okay, Lyrans. Those are all beings that are kind of connected to this energy. Most of my clients are either light workers or star seeds. That's the people that come to me, and that's very divinely orchestrated and planned. Okay, and I know that for a fact. Okay, so it's like I said, either you know this or you're just coming into this information, but I'm going to go and just say we're connecting to star family now. We're connecting to cosmic galactic federations energies at this time. They're here and they're coming in hot and strong. This could be, it feel like a very lonely path, and you could struggle with addictions, whether it be food, drugs, alcohol, or just giving too much. It also, if you resonate with the term earth angel, okay, where you're so much of a giver, a nurturer, that you are completely forgetting to fill up your cup first, your own cup first, because if you are not able to fill up your cup, you cannot fill up the cup of another's. That's not the only information though that I have for you here, because I haven't even pulled any other cards. This is just, we're just getting started. So like, whoa, let's dive more into pile number 3. You could be seeing 444, 333. I'm not taking it. Somebody here is looking at their losses. Grieving here is coming up for me. Someone's grieving, someone's losing something that's tied to you emotionally. Very controlled by emotions here, okay? Your emotions are very intense. Also, you can zone out, or you can get numb, okay? You can get to a point where you get numb, also where you can be somewhat revengeful or resentful when things are not working out in your favor, or if you feel like you're constantly having loss after loss after loss. You're not alone, okay? Your guides are with you. Your star family is with you. You will see their messages in the clouds and birds and rainbows. The element to work with, well, actually, all of them. This is so crazy. Hold on. I need to tap more into this. Okay, so 7 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is you really getting in your feels or being upset about the systems of the world, whether it be the judicial system, the law enforcement, the educational system, political systems, okay? Any kind of corporation kind of system where stuff is just not, it sucks, okay? We're just going to say that. It upsets you. And what it is that you are very sensitive to what's not going right in the world. And I feel like a lot of your attention is kind of like towards suffering and towards the negative things going on in the world. So you really need to be careful about what it is that you're looking at, okay? And that you're absorbing as far as social media, Facebook, movies. You're very sensitive. You want to make sure that you're watching high vibrational stuff that's positive, funny. I would definitely avoid scary stuff. I would avoid mainstream media, and I would also avoid social media that's telling you sad stories of people, you know, dying, missing, war, and all that stuff. You are focusing far too much on suffering, the suffering of the world, to the point where it's causing you to suffer. Okay? You got to be careful about the energy that you absorb. You're not meant, it's not that we turn a blind eye to it, okay? But your energy is here to dream a new world into existence through visualization and manifestation. Don't focus on what you don't want the world to be like. Focus and envision a world that is healed and beautiful and peaceful. That's going to bring you the peace that your soul desires. Your fears are very much wrapped around what could go wrong in the world, right? But you have to switch that. You have to switch that. You're here to birth a new world into existence. You're meant to bring a bit of heaven, a higher dimension that you came from, and anchor it into Mother Earth. Do you see? Look, you came from the higher dimensions down to here. I'm getting 6th dimension all the way up to the 11th dimension for you guys. Very specific message. I'm just a messenger, okay? Work with the violet flame. Page of Swords. The swords is the mind energy. It's the air, okay? A new way of thinking. You have to shift your perspective. And you're also, when you are too emotional, too caught up in your feelings, when you're too focused on the negative and what's not going right in your life or in the world, you are the high priestess in reverse, okay? You're not balanced. Your intuition is off, and your intuition is your best friend. You came here with your third eye already open, your intuition intact, okay? You have that gift. It's one of your spiritual gifts already. You were born with it, but that gets blocked, okay? That intuition will get blocked when you are too focused on fear-based energy. You're here to do the opposite. You bring the energy of unconditional love, okay? Oh, so get really specific when you visualize, and also going into a place of meditation, out in nature, into fire, because they showed me all the elements, which means you can work with all of them. Out in nature, in water, around water, with fire, fire gazing. What would the air be? It's probably just being outside, right? And for some of you, it's even for you to go to a mountain. There's a mountain near you, or a mountain that you're wanting to go to. You actually have some activations, like it's your soul needs you to go there because you had past lives there, and it's a sacred site, and it's going to activate something in your chakras. Wild, I know. Yes, 7 chakras activated by this sacred site. It's a place of your ancestors. So if you were thinking about taking a trip, or like there's some mountains or a place that you want to go, a sacred site, okay, going there is going to activate 7 of your chakras. It's your DNA strands being activated, something within you being awakened, okay? Very, very specific message. It could even be Egypt, the pyramids. But you know, there's pyramids everywhere, okay? There's so many pyramids in the US. They are everywhere. So there might even be some around you. And like maybe you even, like, if you are someone who goes hiking or something like that, they're showing me somebody hiking, someone who likes to go camping, like, okay, in the woods, that you might stumble across a sacred site or an ancient location that I don't think has been discovered yet. So that's wild. If that's you, okay, you know who you are. Three of Wands. Yeah, you really have to step away from these fears that you have, okay, and let the soul lead the way. Let's get some closure cards to end your reading, because that was really powerful. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Some of you are due for a past life regression session. So look in your local area. It doesn't even have to be local. I would just go to somebody that is well known, someone by word of mouth, or someone that has good reviews. I do past life regression. I'm a non-therapeutic hypnotherapist and I am certified. So I do that. You don't have to be in this area. I do it over a video call. And also you're being asked to call back your energy and your power. So what you can kind of do, and listen, here goes the moon. Use those to your advantage. We have the moon here twice, new moons, full moons. That's kind of came out in every reading. So you may have been drawn to more than one pile. Set intentions, manifestation, visualization during new and full moons. Also, you can call back, okay, your energy and your power under the moonlight. Or you can do it in the mirror, okay, where you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you say, bring back my energy, bring back my light, bring back my energy, bring back my light, as needed, as many times as possible until you feel a huge shift and you get chills all over your body. That's how you know it worked. All right. I kind of do that anytime that I go somewhere around people or places that I feel kind of energetically drained. I'll do that when I get home. And it's instantaneous. Yeah, past life regression, because your soul wants you to revisit something from the past for healing, okay? Very specific message. Yep, I felt that. What? This card came out every single reading. Okay, and the first reading, this came up upright, which means that there's something, okay? It's a person, place, or situation that you cannot anymore, okay? It's a big no. So it could either be something that you already know about or something that's coming soon, okay? It's a big red flag there, okay? Follow through. You'll get the intuition. You will feel it in your body, okay? That this is a no for you. All right. Now, they had just in pile said 2, it was no in reverse, which was to a person, place, situation. And it served their highest and greatest good. So it was like congratulating them because they made the right choice. All right. In pile number 1, it came out like this, upright, saying that you have to say no to something. All right. Something that you're not sure about, a decision you have not made yet, where there are red flags, where you're kind of feeling skeptical, or you're like, I don't know about this. That's a big no. Okay. Aw, bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Yes, this is a daily thing that you need to do, okay? I'm telling you, that's a beautiful synchronicity. They kind of were just confirming and validating what I already told you. Just to let you know how important it is for you to do such things, okay? And yeah, remember, whoever you are, the hiker that I saw, either going to a sacred place or maybe even possibly finding an ancient site that has been undiscovered. That's crazy. It could even be like an artifact or something like that, or you just find something very old and it is connected to you in some way, shape, or form, either through the bloodline or the soul DNA, or excuse me, soul blueprint, okay? DNA also, but that's bloodline, same thing. Okay, so wow, that was beautiful. Awesome, guys. Thank you for trusting me as your advisor. Please feel free to subscribe, leave a comment if this resonated. Let me know how it resonated. And I'm sending you lots of love and light, all the healing energy and more. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.